Be Making Basics.
All right, guys, what's up? Welcome to this next lecture. In this next lecture, I'm going to be covering another tip, which is to create buses and sends for your mix. Okay, this is important because what it's going to do is allow you to free up processing power from your computer so that it can focus and really give you a cleaner mix. Basically, when you're getting to mixing your music, if you put too many plugins on, say, one track, and then put a lot of plugins on another track and put a lot of plugins on another track and another track and another track, it's going to overload your computer. Okay, so let me further explain what creating buses and sends are going to do. In order to explain that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the mixer window. What it's going to do is you're going to create an auxiliary track to which you can put a bunch of effects on that would apply to all of your different instrument tracks. So you can bus any different types of tracks that you want, but for the purpose of teaching this course, I'm just going to bus like all of my drum sounds over to an aux track, and then bus all of my melody tracks, over to an aux track. So let's go ahead and do that. In order to do that, you're just going to highlight all the tracks that you want bust over to an aux track, or aux is short for auxiliary, which is like a side track or whatever. And you're going to go over here to your stereo output and then scroll down to bus and select an open bus, okay? Or an open channel. And from there, you're going to rename this. So this is going to be called drums, okay? And now this is the benefit of this is, instead of like me affecting each individual track within this bus or this aux track, say if I want to bring down my drums or bring them up, I can just bring up or down everything all at once. Okay. Same thing with your melody. You can do that there too. So I'll go over here to stereo out bus. I'll find an open or unused bus track and do it like that. Let's go call this melody. All right. So next thing I also want you to do is, if you look over here to the left, at least in Logic, it kind of just breaks down what each little individual section is. Go over here to your sends, and you also want to go ahead and create a couple of sends. And I'm going to break that down as well. So, but just go over here, go to send and create that. All right. And what you're going to want to do right there is put reverb and create one more send, and you're going to just push comp, short for compressor. Reason why I'm having you create these two is there's going to be several tips and tricks that I'm going to be using with these different send tracks as we go forward. So let me explain what the send is going to do. So what you could do in this, and I'll explain this further in another lecture, but say if I want to use a reverb that I can apply to different tracks, instead of putting the reverb on each individual track, instead I can put that one reverb on this one track right here, and then turn up the volume on each individual track, to my liking. All right. So that's going to be the second tip, or the next tip, is to go ahead and use buses and sends in your mix. Go ahead and create your own buses and create a couple of sends. And I promise you, after this, we actually going to go ahead and get into all the other mixing tips and tricks and everything like that, actually mixing the music. Okay. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.